Alright, hey, Hades Omega here, and it's another Hades Omega Sur Ron Light Bee video, alright? So, sometimes I do these videos when I get a bunch of parts, I just do a show and tell video with it, okay? So this is the show and tell video for, I will say, May, it just turned May 2021, okay? So the last thing I did with the Light Bee is I raced it in the Hollister Hills Wild Wabbit Hair Scrabble. Alright, we did pretty good. I came in, what was it? I came in third. I came in third, and I don't think I get a trophy, but I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully we'll get something. They're supposed to mail the trophies out. But, yeah. Anyway, I completed that race with this bike, and that's why it's got the dirt wheels on it and stuff. Okay? And then, so you can see, like, my bike is quite beat up now, man. I'm telling you, like, Hades Omega just have too much fun with his bike, man. He keeps on breaking it. So, I decided to buy a Honda Super Cub and use that for doing the deliveries, because I was using this bike to do DoorDash deliveries. Now, I'm probably still going to use it for DoorDash deliveries, but it's going to kind of, like, trade places with the Super Cub, is what I'm going to say, okay? Both bikes are great for doing deliveries, okay? But this one's faster, I'll tell you that. And I can have more shenanigans with this bike, but yeah, the other one, it works. That's all I can say. Alright, and yeah, they both save me money, and they both make me money at the same time, okay? But anyway, so the last thing we did with this bike is we raced it. And then I've been racing it for Wednesday night drags for a couple, like, I think 2 weeks. We went out twice to Wednesday night drags, and we did pretty good with it. All right, the bike is running great. Okay, but like a lot of the parts need to be replaced. This what I'm gonna say now. Okay, this bike. Let me see. This is a 2018 bike, and it's 2021 now. So the bike is about 3 years old, more than 3 years old now. So yeah, I don't know. Should I do a 3-year review about this bike? Man, look forward to that video in the future. I'm always making videos about how awesome the Light Bee is, you know, or how not awesome it is too. I don't discriminate, okay? If there's something bad about something, I will let people know, okay? So anyway, in this video, it's kind of like a show and tell for the new parts I'm going to put on the bike, okay? So I'm going to kind of go in the order that I purchased them for, and you know, it's nothing super duper awesome, you know, and some of this stuff I may not make videos for in the future, okay? I'm just gonna install it on the bike, alright? But I'm trying to get the bike ready for a supermoto race at the end of the month. So the good thing is having the Super Cub, it gives me time to work on this bike, you know, and not run it ragged. And I was getting flat tires on it all the time, okay? So yeah. Okay, so let's start. The first part is this guy, okay? I've got a RST Kilofork, alright? I actually shot a video about this, but I never posted it. I might post it. But I found this in Carson City on Craigslist, okay? I bought this off so as you can see, it says RST Killa on it, right? RST Killa. Right? It's the same fork as the fork that's on the bike right now. I think this is a 2018 Sur Ron Light Bee MX. Okay, this is before the X bike came out, and it came with like kind of these bronze or olive colored fork stanchions, and then it's actually a white fork. Okay, they actually came with white forks, but the previous owner painted them black. Okay, and these forks are all beat up now. It's time to install new ones. Now I wanted to buy like a fancy one. I mean, yeah, it would be nice to have a fancy one, but I got a pretty good deal on another RST Killa fork, and to tell you the truth, it's not that bad a fork. I really like it. But yeah, so yeah, this one is all beat up. One of the stanchions has got scratches on it from a race. I guess a bunch of mud and stuff got stuck on the fork stanchions, and then the stanchions, it kept them moving up and down, and it just destroyed that coating on the anodized coating on the stanchion. So it's not so smooth anymore. And then I caught it I bottomed out a couple times in the last race. So I don't know, maybe the compression settings weren't proper, you know, is what I'm gonna say. Because the last time I raced this with the spacer mod and the fork, I noted, like, yeah, it's a lot better than it was before. It doesn't bottom out anymore. And then I was still bottoming out in the last race. So I think it's just time to ditch that old fork and install this one. Okay, so the story is, I found this on Craigslist for $200. All right, but I had to go drive to Carson City, Nevada for it. Okay, and then I had this big snow adventure. I had to go drive through the Sierras in the snow on my Prius, which is only 2-wheel drive. So, you know, and Hayesmeg doesn't have a whole lot of experience driving in the snow and stuff. So yeah, it was quite an adventure trying to get to Carson City. So what am I gonna say? All right, I drove all the way there and then drove all the way back just to buy this. Okay, and I got this for $200. What a bargain! I think a brand new fork will run you about $500. Okay, this is a brand new fork. Okay, and notice it says RST Kill on it, and it doesn't say Sur Ron on it anywhere. No Sur Ron Light Bee anywhere. If you, I think a lot of the new bikes that come with the Killa fork now, they do say Sur Ron on it. Okay, but this is a just plain RST fork because I bought it from someone who raced for RST. Okay, he had like a bunch of RST stuff on his bike, so he was like a professional mountain bike racer. So that's where I got this from. Okay, but it's essentially the same thing. He even gave me some springs that you know, different springs, different weight springs and stuff for it. So it'd be kind of fun to, you know, check them out and stuff. As far as I know, they don't really sell that many parts. They don't really sell any parts for this fork, which is a shame. Okay, like springs would be nice. I heard you can get like a specialized spring and stick it in the fork or something. But anyway, yeah. So this is the fork. This is what comes on the newer Model X bikes. Okay, with the Killa forks. It has the black stanchions. Okay, it's all murdered out. It's all black. So, and the fork legs or the lowers are black also. So everything, it's all blacked out. Okay. So whereas this one was white and the previous owner painted them black. Okay. And then this one has like kind of bronze colored stanchions. So this one is all black. All right. Also, he did give me another fork. He gave me another fork just like this, but it was already used. He said it needed a service. He just gave it to me. All right. And then he gave me another one. I forgot what it is, but it's basically the single crown version of the RST Killa fork. Okay. I forgot what they called it, but that will not work on this bike. This is a double crown fork, as you can tell. It's got basically it's got a triple clamp. It's got an upper and a lower clamp. All right, and that's what they call a double crown fork. All right, it's a downhill mountain bike fork. All right, so I got this one for $200. I had to drive to Carson City, Nevada to go get it though. But I got this, another fork, and another fork. Okay, so I got extra parts. Okay, and I could probably cannibalize this one for parts too. But this one has seen better days. I think it's time to retire this one. Okay, so set that aside. I will be installing that soon, hopefully. It's about time. All right, and then so as you can see here, my fender is kind of busted up here. There's literally no more fender on this bike. I used to have a Crud XL fender on this, and it's all cracked. Like there's some of the rear part of the fender still, and there's like no front fender anymore. The front fender was like gone. It's all gone. Like the story is, I broke my belt at the Amagrosa Big Dune riding this bike there. All right, that was my first time riding dunes with the Light Bee, and not a good idea. The Light Bee can ride in sand, but just not up sand dunes, okay? Because the belt will get really hot and just explode. That's basically what happened to me. And so I had to get towed out from the dunes by a side-by-side. They tied the strap around the fork the fork brace here, and then pretty much it broke the front fender, and that was it for that guy. So, but as you can see, it's like there's not much left of it. You know, I've had so many crashes on this bike, it's almost totally gone. Okay, and then the getting towed out of the dunes, just that's it. It just killed it for. it just put the final nail in the coffin, is what I want to say. So, about another one. All right, there we go. I got this from Amazon. All right, so you can only import these from UK. I don't know of anybody that sells these in the United States. Unfortunately, I wish somebody did. You know, but yeah, it says here. XL fender designed and manufactured in North Yorkshire, UK by Sensible Products Ltd. Okay, so it is a United Kingdom or a British product. You cannot get these in the United States. You have to import them. But it is my favorite fender for the Sur Ron Light Bee. Okay, at least for with the Sur Ron with the RST Killer fork. Okay, so I can go. I just unboxed it. I'll do a quick unboxing real. I just opened the box not long ago, but I haven't pulled it out. So there it is. Okay, it's basically the same thing. Oh no, there's no stickers on it. Wait a minute, it does have stickers. Okay, so the last one I got didn't have a sticker pack on it. I think the stickers were already on it. So now the stickers come separately with the little O-ring. Okay. So that's interesting. So I can leave it all black if I want. I don't know. I might put some of the stickers on there. We'll see. Well, one thing we're gonna do with this is we're gonna cut it. All right. So I found out the very first time I took it out to ride in the dirt and I dumped my bike, I already cracked the fender because this thing is too freaking long. Okay. So we're gonna immediately trim this before we put it on the bike. That's why this one has some cracks in it already. And that was from that, and then I fixed it with zip ties. Okay, I drilled it and I put zip ties on it. I'm surprised how much punishment this thing took, though. I punished this quite a bit, and it hung in there for a long time until like there's just a little piece of it left. So Hazemaker really likes this one. I noted in the last race, like if you watch the first lap, I say, hey guys, I don't have a front fender. And I'm just realizing that right now because I'm on the motocross track, and the front tire is just slanging freaking mud and dirt all over the place. And I'm like, oh, I don't have a front fender anymore. I wish I did. So yeah, the front fender is not as important as the rear one, you know, because the rear one will keep all the dirt off your back, okay, is what I'm going to say. The front one keeps the dirt off of, like, the front of the bike, basically, and yeah, okay? So anyway, put that back. We'll be installing this after we install the new fork, okay? I bought this on Amazon, all right? I bought it on Amazon for $55.48. I think it came with free shipping. Well, wait, it's just, I think $60, I guess. There must have been some kind of tax or something. Someone finds a way to take more money, is what I want to say. But I paid $60 for this. I think before I paid close to $50 for it before, and now it's just like it's hard to import stuff from other countries because of the COVID-19 and all that stuff. Hopefully, you know, as this pandemic kind of dwindles down, I hope stuff from other countries will be easier to get in the U.S. But like, yeah, we're kind of just at the mercy of the postal system from different countries. Okay, and then the last thing, there's almost the last thing. Well, okay, I'll just go over this one. I kind of wanted to go in order, but I kind of ordered these at the same time. I got a new chain for the Light Bee, okay, for the Supermoto wheels, okay. This is the chain that I'm running right now for the dirt wheel, okay. The dirt wheel setup is a 54 tooth. I'm running a 54 and the stock front sprocket, and I found out that if you run the 54 with the dirt wheels and then you run a 48 with the Supermoto wheels, it's the same ratio. I found that out. So I don't have to mess around with the wheel speed calibration anymore. I just change the wheels and it's the same, you know, and you get the same performance for the most part. That's what I'm gonna say. So I don't have to mess around with the ratio because it's the exact same ratio. It's just that, you know, the diameters of the wheels changed. So yeah, so I thought that's pretty cool with the 54 and the 48 tooth sprocket with the different wheels. So I decided that's the setup that I'm going to be running. In the dirt, we're going to be running 54 tooth, and then for the supermoto wheels, we're going to be running a 48 tooth, the stock dirt sprocket. Okay, and the 48 tooth sprocket is really easy to find because it is the stock sprocket size for the dirt wheels. Okay. Okay. Anyway, this is the primary drive chain that I bought for it. This is a 420 chain with 106 links. Okay, that's how much the stock chain has. I think I'm running the stock chain on this bike. Okay, yeah, the previous owner had, what is it? They put a unicycle 62 sprocket, and then they put that master link extension, or they used an extension from unicycle that came with the sprocket. And then one of the master links came out. So Hades Omega doesn't recommend you do that. Okay, don't add an extension to your chain. Just buy a freaking new chain, because it's just more things to go wrong. Is what I'm gonna say. So you add an extra master link. So you got 2 master links. That's twice the failure rate. You're basically, there's two more things to fail. So don't do that. Just buy a new chain and then use one master link, okay? And then like what I do is I put RTV on the master link to keep it from coming out, especially when I'm doing races and stuff. Okay, I got this for a total of $25. Okay, I think it's $16.63 and then like $7 shipping and almost $2 sales tax. So this was $25. But yeah, chains are dirt cheap, man. Like and this is a non-O-ring chain, by the way. Okay. And this is going to be for the supermoto setup. So when I put the supermoto wheels back on, this is the chain I'll be putting, and I'll be ditching the old chain. The old chain was like kind of stretching a lot. I would always have to adjust it every couple of weeks. So hopefully I won't have to adjust this one as much. Okay. But also, if you're adjusting your chain a lot, it could be your sprockets too. Your sprockets could be wearing out also. It could be any number, combination of the sprockets and the chain wearing out. But I'm very happy with the primary drive chain. Whenever I use the one on the dirt setup, I rarely have to adjust it. Okay, it is a good chain. Okay, so I highly recommend these. So I bought this for $25 to the door. Okay, and it's $16 when you order it. I wish I had ordered it with more stuff. When I said like, hey, I want to get I think it's time to get a new chain, and yeah, so it's time to ditch that old chain. I think it's kind of worn out. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, I got the old chain right here. Okay, this is all the supermoto stuff right here. The chain is right here. Okay, so I'm gonna not be using. It's a KMC chain, is what comes with the bike. It's an okay chain, I guess. It's not as good as a primary drive chain though. Primary drive chain is really nice. Okay. Yeah, actually the chain that's on this bike right now is a primary drive chain, and I beat it up off road. Okay, I subjected to some pretty bad conditions. So I say, okay, and it just takes it every time. Okay, so now we get to this box full of unicycle parts. All right. Let's go see what's in the box. Alright, so I got the prices right here. Phone is running out of power. Okay, I've got a little receipt here, alright, but it doesn't have the prices on it. Okay, there's a baggie with a bunch of little stuff in here, alright. And let's just go. I'll just tell you what they are. I'm not gonna go too much into detail, but they do sell these Sur Ron replacement seat rivet sets. Okay, so these are those teeny tiny little rivets that hold your seat, the cover underneath the seat on together. And I've probably taken the seat apart, I don't know, more than a handful of times, that's for sure. And it requires a razor blade to take it off, and it's a real pain in the ass. So yeah, some of mine are like all broken and cracked. So I saw this on the Unicycle website. I was like, hey, I could use some of those. So I went and ordered some, because I bought another seat, because we're going to be taking the seat off on this. Okay, but yeah, I got these for $5. What a bargain, man! I wish I bought another set. That's what I say. But the ones on the bike are still okay, so I could probably still use some of those ones too. So yeah, they give you a full set of those little rivets, the little button thingies that you push in and you have to take off with the, yeah, this is a real pain in the ass. I hate these. All right, hopefully, maybe it's the one with a better design, I hope. I don't think so. They look like the same ones, okay? Okay, so we'll go over the little stuff. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. Sur Ron jackshaft seals, okay? And after we go through the little stuff, well, I'll do a close-up of the parts, okay? So because you guys kind of can't see it, but this is a. All right, so this is a Sur Ron jackshaft seal, okay? It was $10 for two, so $5 each, all right? These are the seals that go on your jackshaft, all right? One of these seals goes on the countershaft sprocket on the secondary drive, and then the other goes on the primary drive jackshaft, okay? On the jackshaft itself, it goes inside the jackshaft, all right? Yeah, I was wondering. The funny thing is, I was wondering where you're supposed to get these, you know. And then Unicycle just had them. I was just browsing the Unicycle website. I'm like, hey, they got jackshaft seals. Like, damn, I'll buy some. So I don't even, like I said, I don't even know where to buy these. So I bought some. I feel like I should have bought some more. So I didn't really need to buy that, but I think my seals are still good. But just in case. Okay, so these are the Sur Ron replacement tensioner blocks. Okay, I did a video on these before. Also, these are replacement ones. I think I lost one, alright? What happened was I lost one because my axle nut came off on the rear of my bike when I was dirt biking. And then, yeah, the nut didn't fall off yet. And then when I got home, the nut had fallen off and the adjuster block came off with it. So I lost one of these, okay? The other one was still on the bike. I know Hades Vega should have just tightened it then and there, and then I wouldn't have lost it. But when it was on the trailer, it worked its way out, you know, because it was bouncing around on the trailer, and then I lost one. And then it turns out that you should put these on the bike in pairs, okay? When you buy them, you should buy them in pairs. Don't replace one of them, because I found out that these are actually, when they make these, they make them differently sometimes, okay? And it's very important that you adjust them the same way, okay? The little marks on it. Those are the marks that you use to adjust the chain, you know, and it's different sometimes. Well, I looked at it and I was like, hey, this one looks a little different, so I have to install the pair that I had before. So these are just to replace those, okay? And these go for $5 each, all right? So it was another $10 for these two guys, okay? So I will just be putting this in my spares box. Always good to have spares. Okay, and I think my rear brake pads are shot on my Sur Ron. And yeah, we're gonna need it to go racing, so I bought these upgraded Sur Ron replacement brake pads, alright, from Unicycle. I don't know who makes these, okay? I think I've used EBC, and I've used Specialized. Was it Specialized? I think it was Specialized, I'm not sure. It was a Saint something brake, so I've used two brakes. I will probably use the EBC ones. But I don't really use the brakes all that much on this bike. I used to regen more. But these are the little gold, gold replacement pads. These cost $12, okay? $12 from Unicycle. So it's just a replacement pad. Just the pads, they just wear out by themselves, you know, even if you don't use them, man, I'm telling you. Okay, and then the final part that I got. Here we go. This is the one this is probably the kind of the real reason I bought this. I made an order to Unicycle, is I bought another seat. All right, so this is the Sur Ron Deluxe. Okay, so I had what was it? I bought the first float seat, okay, and then they had a deluxe float seat. It's one made from leather and stuff, and so yeah, let's go tear into it first. Comes in the bubble wrap, and I will probably do a video about this one, okay? Okay, and then there's a little plastic baggie, just like my other one came with. Alright, and there it is. So this one uses a leather seat cover as opposed to the kind of vinyl seat cover, okay? And so one of the things that I had said in the first video for the other float seat, alright, for the float seat that's on this bike right now, I didn't really like the red stitching. That's what it is. I don't really have anything red on my bike, so I wasn't really digging the red stitching. It does kind of stick. It does kind of stand out on the bike. That's for sure. If you want something to stand out on your bike, yeah, the Unicycle float seat will do it. and then we'll do a little installation and comparison video and a separate video. Okay, if you're interested in that, check that out. But yeah, this is it right here. Okay, and it has gray stitching on it, gray stitching along, you know, the cover. Okay, and then there's a gray embroidered Luna logo on it. All right, where the other one has a red. It has red stitching and a red logo on it. Okay, so I like the gray one. That's the main reason I bought it. I wanted the gray color, and hopefully this leather cover is a little bit stronger than the one that's on this one. I've already kind of torn a hole into this, but that's kind of my fault. That I had a lock around my bike when I was on my trailer, and I guess it rubbed the seat raw in one place. But I've been meaning to fix it, like put some tape over it or get a vinyl repair kit and try to repair it. But I'm just gonna replace it. I'm probably just gonna sell this seat to somebody. I'm sure somebody will want it. Ace Omega highly recommends this seat. All right, at least this one. I don't know about this one yet, so we'll see. I will do some testing with this and see how I like it, and if I like it, I will sell my old one. Okay, the one with the red stitching. I'm sure somebody will want it. In my opinion, it is more comfortable than the stock seat, and it is taller, so that you can use it it's better for off-road riding because you can use your knees to control the bike better with this. It's taller than the stock seat. Okay. It looks like it's the exact same seat pretty much. Yeah, except the material is different. Okay, it's supposed to be like a real leather. I think this is like a synthetic leather, and then this is like a real leather or something. So hopefully it'll be more durable too, because normally, you know, motorcycle seats are pretty durable is what I want to say. All right, so yeah, that should be all the parts. Let's take a closer look at the stuff that I bought from Lunicycle, and then that'll be the end of the video. Thanks for watching. And then I was supposed to dedicate today to go install this stuff on the bike, but it's kind of late in the day. I wound up selling my old quad tires for my old quad that I don't have anymore, and I needed space for my solar garage project. So check that video out, the solar garage project. Yeah, if you guys want to learn how Hayes Omega is going to solar power his garage and charge his Sur Ron with the power from the sun, check that video series out. I'm almost done with it. Okay. But yeah, I went to go sell some wheels today, and then I just, you know, I didn't have time to work on the bike anymore. So I'm just the extent I'm gonna get done today is do a show and tell video on all these parts. Okay, so I got the brand new RST Kilo fork. That is the major part that we're going to be replacing. Okay, the forks. This bike is going to get a new fork, and it's going to handle awesome. Okay, and then I've been meaning to tighten the headset, and then I said, like, nah, just replace the fork. Put the new fork already, man. Okay. I got a new Crud XL fender that's going to go on at the same time. I'm excited about that. It's nice to have a fender again. All right, and then all this little, oh yeah, and then the chain. Okay, it's gonna get a new chain too. So lots of goodies for the Light Bee, man. I gotta treat it well, man. I've been torturing it for a while, so I gotta treat it well now. All right, now I get another bike, so this one gets a little bit of a break, is what I'm gonna say. Yeah. Okay, so I do have another fork also, but it's in need of service. So I'm gonna cannibalize that for parts if I ever need parts for something. Okay. I could take the stanchions out, you know. Some of the buttons and stuff. Also, this one has like a scratch right here. I don't know. The previous owner did that. I don't know what happened there. He said he got it. It arrived to his place like that when he got it. So that'll be gone. It's been there for a while. So this one doesn't have any scratches on it. It's brand spanking new. Okay. But it doesn't say Sur Ron on it anywhere. Okay. This is a straight up RST fork. Okay. Hopefully there's a stiffer spring in there. If not, that's fine. We can use a spring from this one. It doesn't matter. It's the same fork. Okay. Alright, so let's go take a closer look at these parts, and then that'll be the end of the video. Alright, thanks for watching. Okay, close-up time. Alright, there you go. So here's the forks. Alright, brand new, dude. Look at that. From a RST Professional Mountain Bike Racer.
Okay, he never used it. This is like a spare fork or something. Okay. It's literally, it is the same fork, okay? Okay, there's a rebound adjuster. It does have a new axle, so I'll have spare axles too. I've never had a problem with this, with the axles on the RST Killer fork. I heard that you can break them if you don't torque it right, or you forget it's a reverse thread. Okay. Oh, there's a little scratch right here already. I guess there's a little boo-boo on it already. Oh yeah, right here too. It's okay. It's not totally brand new. It's like it's gonna get some scratches and stuff on it. Okay. This is the brake, where the brake stuff goes. The adjusters are here. It's the same adjuster that's on the other bike. It's the same blue one. Okay. I might have to cut this to fit the bike. It also has these rubber thingies here. These are your steering stops. I found that out. But mine doesn't have them anymore because I have that funky headlight on my bike. So I kind of don't have a steering stop on my bike anymore. That's what I found out these rubber things are for. Oh, these are the ones that hit the side of the bike. Okay. Yeah, motorcycles usually have the steering stops on the frame itself. Okay, on mountain bikes, they have it on the fork stanchions. Okay. Okay, here's the primary drive chain. It's a 106 link chain. So it should just drop into a 48 tooth sprocket setup, okay? Brand new. Let's take a look at it real quick. So I really like these chains. They're really good. Okay, yeah, so here's what it looks, the chain looks like inside the bag. Okay, I like this chain. I like the rivets. The rivets look really strong. Okay, it's a non-O-ring chain also, by the way. Hazelmeg only runs non-O-ring chains. Just lube them every once in a while. They have less drag. They are noisier than the stock chains, than O-ring chains is what I want to say. So it comes with the kind of like, it's like a bronze-colored inner links. Okay, and then the outer links are like a black color. Okay, pretty nice. It says OT on it, and it says primary drive right here. Okay. It's pretty nice. It's a nice looking chain. Okay, and then here's the master link right here. It has the three pieces, the part with the pins, the outer plate, all right, one of the outer plates, and then the clip to hold it. Okay. It's always good that I'll have extra master links because I have extra master links. Okay, so here's the Sur Ron upgraded brake pads. Okay, I don't really know how good these are compared to what I have on the bike right now, but like I said, I don't really use the brakes all that much on the bike because I use the regen. Okay, it's like a gold colored brake pad, nothing too special. Okay, I need to replace the rear pads on my bike. The rear pads are kind of shot. I may have to replace the front pads too. I might have to take a look at that. Okay, these are the little push pins that hold the seat in. Okay, I will probably just replace the bad ones, you know. They break after a while if you keep on removing them. What I really need to do is replace the cover that goes underneath the seat, okay? Okay, and then these are the adjustment blocks. So I highly suggest you get a pair. When you buy these in pairs, okay? Because that way you know they were made together almost. Like, they should have the same markings on it. So I noticed the little marks where the chain is, where you adjust the chain, they were different between the blocks. Okay, if you buy if you have like an older bike and then there's a newer bike, you know, they might have made them in different batches and stuff. So and you want these to be the same, okay? Because you need to adjust your chain, right? You need to adjust your chain properly. Okay, and then these are the jack shaft seals. Okay, these are the seals that go in the jack shaft. Alright, I can show you where they go to. Okay, so this is a freshly rebuilt jack shaft. Alright, this is my stock one. This is the stock 3 bearing one, alright? And I believe, yeah, so one of the seals goes on this side, okay? It goes right here where the counter shaft is, sprocket. And then the other seal goes in here, okay? Right here. Alright, there should be one right there. I have a little collection of them, but it's nice to have. It's nice to have new ones and just replace it after a while. They kind of wear out. So okay, and then the final thing is the seat. All right, so there's the seat. It's kind of got a leather material. It's a little bit loose here in this section. Okay, I think somebody was saying the Unicycle logo wasn't centered properly. It does look like it's kind of more that way. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, still looks good. I like it. I like the gray better, guys. It's a kind of it's more like a silver color actually. It's got a little bling to it. That's what I want to say. It's not kind of just like a dull looking gray. Okay, there's the bottom. I'd imagine they probably just took a stock seat. So what I'm going to do is sell my stock seat now. So I'll definitely sell my stock seat because I like this seat. Okay, and there's the stapling. Very nice. I'm very happy with this seat. But I'll try to do a review on this seat after a while. I'm really happy with the red seat, okay? And if this seat is just as good as that, I'll probably keep this one and sell the red one, okay? And then I'll be selling my stock seat too. So hit me up if you'd like to buy one. If you need to buy a new stock seat, or you want to buy the red Unicycle float seat. I heard that you can only buy like one or something. Like you can only buy one or two or something. I guess if you have like two Sur Rons, you can buy different seats for them. But I like this better than the stock seat. It's a definite upgrade. Okay, so yeah, that is the close-up of all the goodies I got for my Light Bee for May 2021. Most of this stuff is gonna go on this bike, or it's gonna be like spare parts. Like this will be spare parts. Some of these I will replace on the bike because they're broken. This is spare parts. When I get that jack shaft out again, I guarantee you I'm gonna have to at some point. Well, we'll change those with brand new seals. I have to replace these brake pads, and then I'm going to be replacing the chain. Okay, so pretty much more than half of this stuff is going to go on this bike, and then I had the fork and all that stuff. All of that stuff will be going on the bike. So I will, when I get it all on the bike, I will shoot a video. Just to show you how it went, the installation, and then that'll be it. It'll just be kind of like a glamour shot video, kind of like the one we're making right now, of it installed on the bike. So that'll be kind of be like the second part of this video. Okay. All right. Hey, this is Miguel. Thanks for watching. Keep them Sur Rons on the road, or on the trail. Okay. So what I did is I wrote SM48 tooth on it. Okay, because I swap between the dirt wheels and the supermoto wheels sometimes. Okay. And this way I know what's going to be in this, what this box is for, okay? So only the supermoto wheel 48 tooths chain will be in this box, okay? Also, it says a 106 right here also. So, but SM 48 tooth is easier to remember than 160 links, okay? All right.